Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. It is the Freelancer here on the Freelancer Couch Gaming with Beans once again. We are going to be closing out Chapter 2. We are in the middle of our investigation as Chihiro is dead. So let's start investigating because Byakuya apparently told us we need to help him investigate. So... okay. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and there's a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell.
Monokuma file said, a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her.
That mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else.
Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of notebook. Feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork.
Well, but...
what?
But we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that.
Poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder. Word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. There's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. That's been splattered with blood during the murder.
You have time to talk. You have time to start investigating.
I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. Why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
You know, or myself are usually in the locker room during the day. So she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added. Mondo, what you got for me? Dude, had a real conflict about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember. She said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. Did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help but wondering what it might be.
Now I believe it's about time for us to move on.
Huh? Already?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case.
That's true,
let's
but...
go.
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed.
So pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time.
So this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation?
Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot.
I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
Yes. It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure? What's up?
Well, it's just about this card
Yeah.
reader.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while that door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of
Erotic terrorist.
erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct?
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means...
Hey Makoto, I can see right through you.
See right through me?
Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple.
But am I wrong?
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Owning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Yeah. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out a loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Okay, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
Oh, sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'm charging you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
the main hall?
That'll help you understand what's going on.
Here we got the card reader note. He is such a dick.
Such a dick.
Came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself?
Can we put this as epitaph on his gravestone, his tombstone?
There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. Oh, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here?
So, you finally found them.
The fuck do you mean finally found them? Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya?
I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox.
So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka,
You can go ahead and confirm it yourself.
immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, Sayaka Mizono. Right, this is Sayaka's handbook.
Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it.
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook for no student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
See, yeah, now I understand. In all e-handbooks added.
Hold on a second.
What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on.
Is it broken? Whose is it?
The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the...
I see.
One of them
Would
turned
make
on must be
sense, yes.
Leon's, right?
After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs.
I literally got hit by 1,000 baseballs. Pummeled with
Guess you could say-
baseballs.
Guess you could say he was a real baller.
Memory of it came flooding back. Cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. Cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
You're making me angry! Now I'm
Hey.
really angry!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point,
Does?
I can't hear you!
but it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hmm.
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
You might ask, how could that be?
Even the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now.
Think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook.
Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit.
Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro.
To be exact, not quite.
Huh? Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite.
Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack.
And you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed
Don't
Chihiro?
make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
Murderous Fiend is Genocide Jack,
What?
right?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. What nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
Genocide Jack. Say he's killed thousands of people. That's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
Words mean little right now.
I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Don't make me repeat.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us.
Is there really proof?
There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro.
Evidence. Something like that really...
Ah, hey you two.
Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
Cause, I mean...
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me!
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
'Cause, I mean...
But it's an emergency! Emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do,
Very
Byakuya?
strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Didn't expect that. Thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
Right. You guys are too slow. Think you're just too fast.
So, what's the emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After all, we came back to check on her, you know? See how she was doing. When we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. Hurry up and
do it.
Okay. I guess
Hurry
we're
up and do it, Naegi.
the ones that have to do it. Guess we'll give it a shot. Ding dong. Door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. More of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago,
I'll drive out the killer. But drive out the murderous fiend.
doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. Felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
I like the slow turn to Byakuya.
Broski, you know I had to do it. I had to do it. Like, the second she said that, my brain turned into anime mode and just rip.
Is there anyone who can solve this conundrum? Both just slowly turn and look at him.
I just imagine you just like Hina looks up over Makoto and then Makoto just like side turns. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure. Whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Ew. Don't call him nice.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Long after a few moments.
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula?
What the fuck? What the f-
It's Byakuya.
It's Byakuya. Sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
Was that the doors? Damn. Damn. I didn't even think. I had. Whoosh. That one went completely over my head when I first played this game. With that, the door slammed shut. I mean, Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation.
Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! Hurried to catch up. Tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. Just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library?
Come on, let's go in.
Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the
Don't
library?
make me repeat myself.
Don't let me say it again. There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. There's no point in checking there. We need to find.
Remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside.
Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside.
Oh, there's so many books and files. How much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
So many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous?
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
You mean like members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there.
Wonder if Trump's on one of those. You're just kidding, right?
Am I?
I'll just let it go for now.
Bro, how they got the Epstein flight logs in here?
Yo, Diddy's name popping up on this record? What's up with this?
you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. He's just of no help, is he?
A ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelves.
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful.
Huh? What do you mean?
All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
Oh. There's a wooden box. It's empty. But judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while it was in the library.
Extension cord, huh? Shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random.
Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file.
Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original was kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
Not making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. That's the cold cases. What am I supposed to be looking at here? Wait. Oh. We... Huh? The desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent?
This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
Nice, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt.
Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents in more than once? But all this has to be, like, top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why?
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
This is beyond believing or not believing. Yakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
What always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all these reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro.
Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So how could the killer have known about suspending the
That's
victim?
right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack file, could you let me see
That's
it?
fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it here, but you can't take it with you.
Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I reached the the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Names of genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Kagu, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takufumi Gono, Uchida Aohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumijima. There was no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. Of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood.
Now take a look at that next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit.
Next page? Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekends at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student? Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder?
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality.
A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. This one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Then we got the case file.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon.
Huh? Where are we going?
Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Wait! Byakuya! Usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. Hurried out of the library to catch up.
Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial.
Huh? Just all of a sudden like
I
that?
don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. Again, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Just like Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. That murderous fiend is one of us. Who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. The girls' locker room. Should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. Need to find out everything I can. Okay, so, the locker rooms. Oh, Hifumi, hi.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me.
Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure
But
of
I
it.
guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
You sure about that?
Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? Where'd she
Well,
see?
it would
She refused to
seem-
tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right?
Okay, so where's Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? Alright, so I guess we'll go back and check the girls' room first. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation. What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. That Kyoko turn and left the girls' locker room. So I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? Definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. And she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all? But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head. I mean, someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. First, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. Seeing them again, and after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right here. What does this all mean? The one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together, the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. It's a bloodstained poster. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood, just like in all those Genocide Jack cases. Every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. We'll talk to Mondo. Nope. Nope, all the same. Okay, so I'm not even gonna bother talking to Sakura. Okay, so I think that's everything here. Okay, so we'll head out of here. We'll go check the boys' locker room. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. Boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. The girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? If they were, why? What reason would anyone have... Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? I think we have found everything we're going to get out of here, probably. I guess we go talk to Sakura now, because she's probably the one to talk to about the locker room situation with the posters. We spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I'd like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. You have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. Mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Only the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. Can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Okay, you're not helping me. You're not helping anything. I guess we go try to talk to Hina now? Go ask Hina about the posters. And Celeste, I believe, is our next discussionary. Oh, right, we gotta go to the archive. Gotta go to the library and the archive. We got stuff here. We're gonna do that before we head out here. There's a thick layer of dust on the top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Just not. Very clearly trying to look at the lamp, damn it. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. This cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here, but last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... extension cord was in there before. That's clear. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It's just dark over there. Oh yeah, we got a coin. Cool. Oh right, we gotta check out the file. That's why we were going in there. There's still stuff in the library. Okay, so that holds nothing of value to us.
Can you click on the outlet?
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, it just sticks on the shelf behind it.
Yeah. If we click the...
Was that it?
I have no idea. Unless we're supposed to find something else here. And I imagine we're supposed to go try to find Celeste at this point, so I guess we'll go... I guess we'll figure it out. Wait, should we check out that box that he was worried about?
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, I don't think it... you know, I'm gonna say it. I don't think things can get much worse at this point.
Okay, we can't actually interact with the box. That's dumb. Hmm. I guess we'll go talk to Celeste and maybe something comes up. I don't know. Oh, Taka! Taka, buddy, what you got? I should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay, well, that's all you've got.
You know, I had a thought.
What?
What if, I mean, what if they just took, like, they threw all their secrets into, like, a hat, and each person drew just a random secret, and then read them?
I'm pretty sure that still wouldn't get anybody to do it, though, is the problem. Because you gotta remember, the envelopes were named, so...
No, I mean, like, took what was in the envelope. I mean, I guess it would work, because some things are, I would imagine, are very specific to the person. So you still could guess who they are, anyways.
Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. There's absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken a rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay, so I guess we leave the area now, and we'll go to Toko's room, I guess. I assume that's where Hina is. Let's check the map. Oh, Hina's in the dining hall now. Okay, I guess we go there. Nope. Oh, hi Hina. How's Toko doing? It was before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Sure. Sure. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. When I think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was just like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. Law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Think so? I really saw her as that kind of girl. Oh, that's all the information. Okay.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
In the class trial, or about to begin. Red door right through here. Alright. So before we head in there, I wanna put the pause on it so we can get one more, so we can do one more recording. That way we do the actual class trial as the next part. Give me a little extra backlog. Because we're also another hour in almost. So I figure this would be another point to end it off before we push any further. What do you think?
Well, it would make things a little bit easier
Yeah,
to just
that
go
way,
ahead and...
because that way we cut it off here, and we can finish off the last of this. We can finish off the last of it, get through the class trial, and be ready to start up the next chapter when we go to record next week. That way we've got a bit of backlog prepared.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and cut it off for this one, and like always, we will continue in the next one. By the time you see this, you will probably have seen a couple other ones, and have probably seen some of the new series running about. The Borderlands series, which is every other Saturday. More of the Force Unleashed series, which is finally started up again with me and Jake playing through that. The Warhammer Chaos Gate series may end up getting to a close, but that one may just be for AI bullshit. That and the fact I may end up just failing that run. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to pull that one off. It's in a real bad spot. Rogue Trader will continue on Mondays. Should be continuing by the time this is out. And you will also see the Pathfinder series and the Kingdom Hearts series is also continuing. So stay tuned for all those and more. But until next time, everybody, this has been the Freelancer signing off until then. Goodbye, everyone.